All right, Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakar Kodash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. And I'm going to do this video real quick, Lord's willing, basically just going into how our future plans, because in the world, and I was just dealing with this today, you got a lot of people that'll tell you, especially if you're younger, around like 18, 20, they'll tell you, that now's the time to start preparing for your future. Start preparing, 10, 20, 30 years down the road. All right, try to have your own business and all this stuff. They basically, they're trying to tell you how to, or they're basically trying to tell you to prepare to live, more decades in this hell. And, that's not the way to be, Now, of course, I'm not saying, well, that's not the mentality to have, especially if you're in this truth of, that whole preparing 10, 20 years down the line thing. Going to college thing. Now, of course, I'm not saying to just be a bum, not to do nothing, not to work, so you can sustain life in this place, but in terms of going to college for 5 years to get to get out, to get an okay paying job, then, climb the ladders in that job, in 10 years down the line, you'll be good, doing all this type of stuff. That, that's contrary to what's going on right now. Because, like I said, someone was talking to me about that today, basically trying to tell me that you need to start preparing, 10 years down the line. There's not going to be 10 more years in this place. All right. The world, 10 more years, the world is going to look completely different. And what I mean by that is Yahweh Shah's returning. Yahweh Shah's returning to gather his elect. All right. Right now's not the time for us to be preparing about our future in this hell and captivity. All right, right now, we're supposed to be meditating on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right, and we got to handle our business, what we got to do in life, in terms of work, school, and all that. We got to do what we got to do. All right, but we're not supposed to be trying to be rich millionaires, so that we can live comfortably 10, 20 years down the line. Just get you a normal job, and just wait on the Lord to come back. That's what we're supposed to do. All right, we're not thinking about 10, 20 years down the line. All right. We know what our future is going to be 100 years from now. We're going to be in the kingdom. We know what we're going to be doing 10, 20, 30 years from now. All right. But right now, in order to make it there, we got to focus on the present. All right. Focus on the present and ourselves in this truth. This is Ecclesiastes 12:1. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. All right. So we're supposed to remember the Lord right now while we're young. Means what? Focus on this truth. Focus on coming back to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. It said while the evil days come not, because that's ultimately what's coming in the future. Evil days. And you break down that word evil. All right, eve meaning time, ill meaning bad. A bad time is coming upon America. All right, matter of fact, the person that was talking to me about that even said a little bit later, he was like, a recession's coming to America. The market is collapsing and all this. So if you know that, then why are you preparing 10, 20 years down the line in this unstable kingdom? All right. All hell's about to break loose in America and various parts of the earth. But it's clearly a recession's coming. All right. The markets have been really slow recently. All right. You know what I'm saying? And it even goes into that in the next few verses of this chapter. All right. How jobs are going to be low. Okay. First of all, they got nuclear missiles because it's going to be a World War III. What do you think is the reason for people building huge, gigantic ass bombs that can destroy that can take away life from whole continents, that can burn and, evaporate things? What do you think is the reason behind them building this? It's because ultimately they're going to use them one day. All right. And who's the biggest, baddest bully on this earth is America. All right. So right now we're supposed to be preparing for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai to come back. All right. We're supposed to be making sure that we're right when the Lord comes back. All right. 10 years down the line, we're going to be kings. All right. Well, matter of fact, I'll show you what this in the scriptures. Like I said, the title of this video, our future, or whatever it's going to be. All right, I'll show you what we're looking forward to. All right, how we want to be 10 years from now. All right, because first of all, this place can't even, this normal world, this world we're in right now can't even, come on, man. America going on for 10 more years. Hell, 6 more years. This place is beyond wicked. All right, 10 years from now, the wickedness would get to a point where it'll be unbearable. It'll be unbearable for us. All right, so it'll just be too much. You see how wicked it has gotten from 2000 to now, 2019. All right.